Good morning. So it is Tuesday. Yesterday the guys had to be at a different site, so they weren't here for a full day of work, but they did come pretty late yesterday, actually as the sun was setting, and they took down the other part of the lower fence. And we'll see what they do today. All right, one actually has a chainsaw, so I think they're taking this tree down. So they started to take this tree down. They've got a nice cut here, and it fell right into that big tree that is basically holding on to it. It kind of caught it. So I think they're trying to now push it in the other direction. And that tree, the branches up on top just don't want to let it go now. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So it's disconnected from the base, but the tree up on top, it's caught. This is not the usual crew that takes down trees, and I could quickly tell. So I called these guys the D team because this was a little bit of a disastrous mess. And normally the guys are so good at dropping trees. I mean, it's actually fun to watch. It's flawless. And this particular one almost just seemed dangerous. And if they were going to take down any more trees, I was actually going to call boss man and say, hey, these guys need to stop taking trees down, because I was pretty nervous about what I was seeing. Not only that, is this tree caused a lot of damage to the other tree that caught it, and there's actually tangled branches in the tree that can be quite a hazard if they fall on somebody. So I think eventually that second tree that they dropped this tree into will probably have to come down as well. The other thing that was disappointing was the damage they caused to this tree that they took down. This was a perfectly straight tree. As you know from the videos, we are basically harvesting these logs to sell them to the sawmill. And so just seeing how much they damaged this particular tree and how they split the tree was pretty disheartening. We've had several trees come down at this point, and none of them got split and damaged like this. So it looks like they're putting a bunch of rocks here. And I'm guessing that is to just kind of stabilize the slope. All right, so apparently the crew from yesterday tipped that little skid steer, and these two guys came to get it upright and to pull it out. They also brought a replacement. So the other machine is just helping push it along so it can get up this slope. All right, so we have this tree in front of the barn that's coming down. Now we're doing some stump removal here. So we had a little hiccup yesterday. I guess there's an electrical wire running from the house to the barn right there. and unfortunately the wire did get spliced from the machine. We've got stump removal happening over here. That is a huge stump. All right, looks like they're running the chipper over there, so all that brush is getting put through the chipper. It is Saturday, the guys are here. We've got lots of things happening. We've got stump removal, and we've got the wood chipper going in the back. We've got a new silt fence up. We've got someone paving this little path here. All right, it is Sunday. I'm gonna try to do an update. It's pretty windy today, so we'll see. So we had a lot happen on the property this week. You can see here we've got some trees in the front. They did some stump removal. And then we have had actually a wood chipper on site. So we're gonna walk over and take a look at the cut. You can see here some pretty big logs. Looks like we still have a couple stumps that will be taken out, but okay, it's very, very windy. Stay with me. We're gonna walk down and take a look at what the cut looks like. All right, so they did take that huge tree by the barn here. That is now gone. I took the stump out. We have some additional trees here. I think these were the big stumps of the recent trees they took out. And then of course we've added more trees to this pile. As you can see, we have the wood chipper on site here, and we've got lots of wood chips. And basically what they've been doing is that huge brush pile that was here, they are chipping away at that. So you can see that's dwindled quite a bit. All right, and then also what we can see is down here, they have laid hay and seed. So all of this will get actually reseeded. And I think they were starting with like wheat or rye or something like that. I know it wasn't regular grass, it's whatever will grow right now. Ooh. All right, so all of that has been seeded. All right, and then they put up this fencing here. And then here you can see they have kind of the start of a rock ledge. Basically all the boulders that they dug up, they are repurposing them, and they're gonna put them here to try to make the ground not so steep, because as you can see way up where the garden site is, all the way down here is pretty steep. We're actually gonna walk back up this way. So we had that huge tree by the barn get cut down, and then we also had several trees in this area cut. So you can see here, the tree by the barn's gone. Several trees in between are gone. So we haven't really been up this way, but there was a huge stump and tree that was taken out here. And you can see that they've taken out several more trees. And you can see here they're almost clearing a path. And that is so that the truck can get in here and I think load up the logs. I think that was the plan. So I don't know, next week should be an exciting week of more progress.